Hello everyone, welcome to Wings IAS JKAS. Guys, we are back again with the 5 new concepts of the polity component in the form of 5 questions under 5 minutes of the previous years of the UPSC examination. Let's start with the first question. Question number 1. One of the implications of equality in society is the absence of. Let's understand what is equality. Equality can be defined as the absence of privileges. And when we talk about equality from the Constitution of India point of view, we have Article 14 of the Part 3rd of the Constitution, but it implies two types of equality. One is the equality before law and the other is equal protection of law. When we talk about the equality before law, we apply the rule of law, and when we talk about the equal protection of law, we talk about the affirmative action based government policies by the government, and the right answer is privileges. Looking at the other options, restraints. So obviously there are some reasonable restraints on the fundamental rights. When we talk about competition, of course, in order to make the merit system, there is a need of competition. And when we talk about ideology, it is actually D. When we talk about ideology, so everybody has a freedom to speech as per Article 19. So all the other options, they are wrong. So equality in society is the absence of privileges, and equality gives the equal opportunities to the individual in the society. Question number 2. The mind of the makers of the Constitution of India is reflected in which of the following? First option is the preamble. The preamble is considered as the philosophy of the Constitution. The preamble is considered as the identity card of the Constitution, as famously said by the eminent jurist of our country, Nani Palkhiwala. And when we try to understand the preamble, it is indeed the philosophy of our Constitution because it reflects the principles of justice, equality and liberty. So the mind of the makers of the Constitution is indeed reflected in the preamble. When we talk about the other options, the fundamental rights of the individuals against the state. So this is not the right answer. Option C, the directive principles of the state policy, it implies the welfare state orientation. So obviously again not the right answer. The fundamental duties were not the part of the original Constitution. They have been inducted by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976. So obviously when we talk about the mind of the makers of the Constitution, so it doesn't come logically. So the right answer is A. Moving to the third question. Now question number 3. The main advantage of the parliamentary form of government is, see, when we try to understand the parliamentary form of government, there are some pros and cons, and there are some main characteristics or features of the parliamentary form of government. Similarly, when we compare the form of governments, there is another form of government which is the presidential form of government. We can take the model of the USA government. So the main advantage of the parliamentary form of government, let us look at the option A. The executive and legislature work independently. Actually this happens in the presidential form of government. For example, when we talk about the US government or the US Constitution, the president is not responsible to the legislature. So the executive and legislature, they indeed work independently, but in case of presidential form of government, so this option is wrong. Next, it provides continuity of policy and is more efficient. See, when we talk about the presidential form of government, when the executive is not responsible to the legislature, there are very low chances of the policy paralysis as compared to the parliamentary form of government. So obviously this doesn't seem right. Option C, the executive remains responsible to the legislature, which is the main feature of the parliamentary form of government. So this option is right. The executive is basically responsible, or they are interdependent, both legislature as well as executive. Option D, the head of the government cannot be changed without election. This actually is not possible in the case of parliamentary form of government. In the case of presidential form of government, the head of the government cannot be changed. So when we talk about the parliamentary form of government, the leader can be changed because it depends on the majority in the house of a certain party. So again, this option is wrong. So the right answer is C. Moving on to the fourth question. Now, question number 4. In the context of India, which one of the following is the correct relationship between rights and duties? So there has been various Indian philosophers, Indian thinkers like Mahatma Gandhi, and some Western scholars like Harold Lasky, who has also been the teacher of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji. They have talked about the relation between the rights and duties, and as per their opinion, the rights and duties are correlative or codependent on each other. If you want to have the right, then you need to have certain duties also as a citizen. There is certain obligation, and even in the state of Rajasthan versus Union of India case 1977, the apex court of our country has said that the legal rights and the legal duties are correlative, and the case has been famously related with the article 356, which has a separate setup or background story. So option A is rights are correlative with duties, and it is right. This is the right answer. Looking at the other, rights are personal and hence independent of societies and duties doesn't seem logical. Of course it is wrong, because they cannot be independent of duties. They have to be in accordance with the duties only. And option C, rights not duties are important for the advancement of personality of the citizen. This is wrong. Both rights as well as duties both are equally important for the advancement of the personality of the citizen. So of course this statement is again wrong. Last statement, duties not rights are important for the stability of the state. If such thing will happen, the state will not be democratic, the state will become autocratic. So again wrong. Moving on to the last question. Democracy's superior virtue lies in the fact that it calls into activity. Now it's a very basic question, depends how good you have your fundamentals of the polity. And looking at the understanding of the term democracy, the term democracy has been derived from a Greek term, demos and kratos. The demos means the people and the kratos means the rule. So basically what does democracy mean? The democracy means the rule by the people. So looking at the options, the intelligence and character of ordinary men and women seems quite close. Let's look at the other options. The methods for strengthening executive leadership. So this is wrong. Basically it talks about bureaucracy. It doesn't talk about the democracy. So statement B is wrong. Next statement, the superior individual with dynamism and vision, it might lead to autocratic government or certain kind of dictatorship. So again wrong statement. Last statement, a band of dedicated party workers, it is a kind of oligarchy. So again wrong. This can be oligarchy or this can be aristocracy. So the right option is option A. Well guys, I hope you found these answers informative, and for your kind information, the Wings IAS JKAS has started the GS Foundation course for the target of JKAS 2024. The classes has already been started. You can come for the demo, you can register for free, and the first 2 videos on the online application, they are also free. You can take a look and decide for yourself. And besides the GS Foundation course, the Political Science and International Relations optional is also being started. Both the components, the GS Foundation course for the polity component as well as the political science is being taught by me. So if you are interested, you are most welcome on online as well as offline platform. And if you like the video, do subscribe the channel and don't forget to share and like. Thank you.